When people talk about autism, they tell you what's hard. They tell you what to look for, what might never happen, what might never come. But no one really talks about what actually gets better. I mean, actual signs, actual things that improve over time. And I'm not talking about some perfect transformation or a miracle story. I'm talking about the small things, things that you might not have noticed at first. Until one day, you stop, observe, and realize everything's changed. So my son, he's non-verbal, severe autism. He's now 7 years of age. And I have to be honest with you, he has progressed in ways that I never thought we'd reach. Not because I didn't have hope, but because I didn't actually understand what progress was supposed to look like. Deep down, I equated progress to every other kid who didn't have autism, who spoke well, who understood danger, who understood instructions. And that was unfair to judge my son by that standard. And I think that's something that no one really prepares you for. Because you do look for the big things, speech, conversation, normal milestones. But what I learned over time is progress doesn't actually look like that. It's completely unique to my child, to your child, to everyone's individual child. And if you're not careful, you might just miss it. So when he was younger, I'd call him by his name, Musa. No answer. He wouldn't listen. And him not reacting, responding, makes you question everything. The usual, can he hear me? Does he understand me? Can I even reach him? And honestly, that messes with you more than anyone ever realizes. But now, at age 7, I can call him by his name. He comes running immediately. I can tell him to stop, and he stops. I can tell him to go to bed, and he goes to bed. He understands instructions. Do you realize how big that is? How huge of a milestone that is? That is connection. That's progress. That's understanding. And then this one hit me differently. It really hit me differently. When my son would get overwhelmed and he'd cry, or if there was something wrong with him, maybe he's unwell, for whatever reason, if he was upset and he would cry, I'd go up to him, I'd give him a hug, and I'd give him a kiss on the cheek. Now, at age 7, when I pretend to cry, my son comes running to me and he gives me his cheek for me to kiss. Because in his mind, he's thinking, this calms me down when my dad gives me a kiss. Maybe if he gives me a kiss on the cheek, it'll calm him down. Just try and understand that for a minute. He understood if I give him a kiss on the cheek, it'll stop me from crying. It will soothe me. It will make me feel better. That's the understanding he's gained. And I could do this all day. No matter how many times I'll pretend to cry, he'll come running every single time. Just think about that for a minute. He learned that. He understood that. He felt that. And now he's giving it back. That's not just development. That's emotion. That's connection on a level that people sometimes never see. And this is what I mean. Your children, your child. Observe them carefully. Maybe there's something there you're missing. Maybe there's progress there that you're not seeing. There are times when things get too much for him. And it could have been because of noise, stress, overwhelm. And before, there was nowhere to really help him. Nothing I could actually do to calm him down. We'd just have to ride through the storm. But now, he learned how to self-soothe. He knows what he needs. What he'll do is he'll grab a blanket, grab a pillow, go to somewhere quiet, wherever that may be in the house. He'll take me along with him. He'll lie down, cover himself with a blanket and pull me towards him for comfort. Because he knows this is what he needs. And he figured this out on his own, not through words, but through action and understanding. He's beginning to understand what his mind needs, what his body needs for him to manage his emotions. And that's growth, real growth. People focus so much on speech, and I get that. It is a big thing. Often I worry if my son doesn't start to talk. When I'm gone, what will happen? Who will take care of him? How will he communicate? So I 100% get that. But here's something we sometimes miss. Communication doesn't always have to be words. At age 7 now, my son communicates 100%, not with words, through action. If he wants something, he'll go and get it. He'll come and give it to me to say, I need this or I want this. Or he'll take me by the hand, drag me to wherever he wants to go, whatever he needs, and for me to give it to him. If he wants to go out, he'll get his shoes and coats, he'll put it on. When he's in school, he knows immediately to take off his shoes, his socks, and put it in a designated area. It's routine. He's learning. He's learning how to communicate the way he knows how to communicate. And as a parent, that becomes a second language to you. You begin to pick it up without even realizing. And that's communication between you and your child. And this is the thing that I missed, this progress that he's made. It didn't just randomly come at age 7. He's been developing that over the years. And not only that, he's been training me so I can understand him. And this is the thing, trust your child. Trust your child to show you what they need, to teach you what they need you to know. Now, don't get me wrong, my son is still nonverbal, but there are times that he'll say a word or two. The other day, his teacher came into his class. Well, not exactly his teacher, but another teacher that sometimes comes and observes him. He said hi. When the teacher left, he said bye. Now, I can't explain the feeling that I felt when I heard this. To most, this might just be 1 or 2 words. But to me, it meant everything. Not only was it words, but he understood the meaning behind the word. It was a ray of light, of hope. There are times when we're in the car, maybe at night, going for a little drive, not too late obviously because we've got that bedtime, but we do sometimes go for a drive. And he'll actually say, where are we going? But in a melodious way, like, where are we going? In like a song. Sorry, my singing voice is terrible. But that's what he does. Again, he understands. He articulates in a style that's unique to him, that's comfortable to him. And those moments, they stay with you. Routine. Now this is a major one because in the early days, I thought we'll never get a routine in place. And I'm sure many parents feel like that. Now at age 7, and obviously over the years leading up to that age, we've established a routine. When he's going to eat, when he's going to sleep. And it's not something I have to even enforce. He knows himself. He knows his day. He'll get up at the same time every day. Literally open all the doors of every room as if to say, I'm awake. Everyone wake up. He'll run downstairs. He'll wait for his juice. He'll wait for his breakfast. On school days, he knows he's going to school. Weekends, he knows it's a weekend. No prompting. No struggling. That is independence. And this is something I didn't expect. He developed a personality that makes me laugh. You see, he'll come and annoy me on purpose, expecting me to then get up and chase him. Obviously I do. And this is his game. This is his version of play. And he gets more and more naughtier every day. But it doesn't annoy me. It shows creativity. It shows intent. And honestly, I love it because it shows that he's engaging. I used to focus so much on what wasn't there. Eye contact, speech, things that I thought he needed. But what I didn't realize, things were still growing. My son was still growing. He was developing in ways that I didn't expect and I almost didn't recognize. You see, I realized that it was never about what was missing. It was about learning to see what was already there. So by age 7, my son has come a long way. And I wanted to make this video just for a bit of hope to parents out there. Progress does happen. Slow, steady, quiet, but it does. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe. Do leave me your comments in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe.